Hello, beautiful Aquarius friends, and welcome to your March 2019 tarot reading. This is a soul guidance reading, and it's a general reading, so please only take whatever resonates, whatever helps you in your path. And if you want a more in-depth reading for yourself, do not hesitate to contact me in all the information in however you want on Instagram, Facebook, on the website. I'll leave all the info on the box down below this video. So beautiful Aquarius friends, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising Aquarius, and for whoever feels compelled to see the guidance on this video, you're all welcome. Namaste. I have shuffled already the cards before I turn on the video, and I have two Celtic Cross from two different decks in front of me, so it's two cards per position. Celtic Cross is the oldest way of spreading the cards for whoever is not familiarized with this vocabulary. And so it's 10 cards. A Celtic Cross has 10 cards, and this gives us a good enough panorama of the energy of the present moment. Remember that the idea of having, the goal of having a tarot reading is to be aware of the energies of the moment, like the weather, we're gonna say, for us to make the best decisions for ourselves, since free will does exist. Even though there are so many things that are beyond our control, we can always choose how to observe, what perspective to take in front of the events in front of our eyes, and if use them to empower ourselves or to crush ourselves. So now let's continue to the messages I got in the meditation, beautiful Aquarius. And the messages were about surrendering your desire to control people, understanding that it can be a sabotage to your relationships, and a little bit to surrender to how things are, to not try to fix people so much, and also maybe understanding this, it comes from me, not necessarily that it came from the meditation, but I just would like to share with you that the circumstances of our lives, even though they can be tough at times, are perfect for our spiritual growth. So when we help to match someone that hasn't even maybe asked us for help, we're maybe preventing them to grow. So also give to those around you the gift to have the opportunity to grow from their trouble. And it seems like definitely it is a new moment, a new era of your life that is starting here, my beautiful Aquarius. That is more emotional, I have to say, but not necessarily that you're out of control in your emotions, but that you're more in touch with your heart, more in harmony, and seeing that everything has a place. Letting go of whatever is not going your way, and seeing that everything is playing a role regardless. It is about taming your own mind, not letting it be this aggressive, invasive element that disturbs you and makes you sick. But actually sitting steady in your own mind, seeing the richness of your thoughts, of your intellect, feeling more full of yourself, but don't misunderstand me, not like an arrogant way, but actually in a self-loving way. So full of you that you overflow. And that you are fertile, like a good piece of earth that now can give birth to different circumstances, to a new stage again. of your life. That's amazing, beautiful Aquarius friends. Congratulations. Because it seems like there was a background of disappointment, you know, of not being satisfied with what life was giving you, with not receiving maybe what you were expecting. And now success is coming, but not necessarily, I mean, it can be how you were expecting, but also this is about opening yourself to a new perspective. You know, because when we change how we look at things, the things that we look at change. You understand? This success also comes from your own shift of perspective. And it is about conquering an old pattern, an old way of thinking life, of relating to life, of relating to satisfaction, to abundance, to dreams. And again, you feel now that you can trust more the heart of the universe, that you are backed off, that you are supported, that you can be reborn, that you can be vulnerable, that you can open your heart, that you can be who you are, that you are taken care of. That you can bloom from your unconscious mind as well. Makes sense now of who you are in a deeper sense, in a deeper way, and this has already started. It is linked to a purity of heart, a trust in the universe, and a deep desire to grow spiritually, to see beyond illusion, the fakeness, what is not important, to rise to your highest self from within. And so maybe you still are gonna be feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit procrastinating, a little bit like you cannot have exactly what you want yet. You know what you want, but there's still some steps, and there's always a little bit of a distance between you and what you want. There's kind of that feeling, but now you're trusting more that this gap is gonna disappear. There's hope that you're not alone, that you can let yourself also go, that you can surrender to a higher power, to a higher intelligence, to a higher orchestrating of all of this. And this shift of awareness, my beautiful Aquarius, is definitely changing your perspective on life. This can also mean that you are physically moving, changing work, but it's definitely promising for a great journey beyond the destination, understanding that the sacredness is already here at each step of the sacred path. So you are surrendering to the circumstances, to understanding that there is a lesson in all of this. And feeding yourself in this somehow, understanding that there is a harmony here to be understood, to a lesson to be taken, an acceptance, a surrendering. But all of this, You know, it's funny, sometimes we want to control so much our lives, we think that that's how we're going to get our goals. But sometimes the more we want to control and the farther we feel and we are from them. So it's also about letting go. Is funny. It is about making the best you can, but it's ultimately too about surrendering to the higher purpose and to the higher intelligence. So understanding that whatever our egos can create for our dreams is just limited also by our own conditioning, but what we have been taught that we should want and desire. But when we aspire to the best for every living creature, for the highest good for everyone involved in this life, and we allow ourselves to be the tool of the divine, then it's also about doing our best, but also letting go and understanding that there is a higher orchestrating. But by this letting go and letting things be, you are becoming the master of your own energy. It's funny, but it makes you more responsible to consciously delegate your life to a higher power and want to align with the highest good for all. Want to aspire for the best, look for the light and be a house light yourself. Whoever doesn't want the power to destroy is actually the one who, and by destroying I mean for private goals, for egotistical goals. By letting go, by surrendering, you're actually learning how to use your power for good. To create. And you are changing. An identity is changing here. You are letting go of something that was in your life for a long time, helping you to define who you are. And defining who we are is always gonna be ego. Don't take it bad. It doesn't have to be arrogant always. It's not obnoxious. It can be any kind of definition. But it's always limiting, and that's why it's fake, because we're limitless. So you're letting go to acquire a higher identity. Light, the sun, the Father, nature, divine space, flowering, divine force, birth, life, life force, warmth. Isn't this amazing? You are aligning with divinity by letting go of your ego sense, participating in life now. And this means good alliances also with people that you can trust, that are given and taken equally and helping you build something higher than your own self and for others as well, and creating an energy field. This can be even your family. It can be a way of relating, you know. It doesn't have to be consciously a website to save the planet or anything like this. It's just uniting energies to create something bigger than any of the different parts could. You're seeing more clear, my beautiful Aquarius. It's so beautiful to deliver all of this great news. Do follow this movement to your heart now. Don't try to understand it so much, to rationalize it, feel it, and let yourself be swallowed by this sacred